feel about the offense and the way that you played today?
I feel pretty confident going into the season. I think we're pretty pleased with how the defense performed too, like pushing back and forth. Last week was hard on the defense because there were a lot of guys missing, and so it felt like the offense had a great time. But this week they had a lot of their guys back, which was good to see and very competitive today.
I feel like you got a better receiver room to throw to than you had a year ago?
Absolutely. Part of that's the new guys coming in, the freshmen, and some transfers, but a lot of the guys just building from last season throughout the offseason.
How much more of a command do you think you have over everything from last year when you go in and you're kind of learning how to go?
I feel like I have a much better command of the offense, and I fully understand it. Last year I was still learning as I was going. This year, the whole offseason was studying the playbook, telling everybody what they have, and communicating with the O-line and receivers.
How is it kind of conducive to what your skill set is as far as what you can do, do you think?
I feel like they kind of benefit off each other. Like the more plays I make with my arm, kind of helps the run game too. Like take command of the offense, and the huddle comes in, or the huddle play calls in, and they hear it's the RPO. The O-line doesn't like that sometimes because they're like, "Well, we want to run the ball," and I'm like, "Well, if I keep throwing the ball, then we can run the ball more." So I think that they bounce off each other pretty well.
Obviously, you guys have still 2 more weeks before a game, but like, how ready do you feel like the offense is to go out there and execute?
I feel like we're all pretty confident that we can go out there right now and score pretty willingly.
It seems like the pass pro is better. I mean, how have you noticed that in terms of what the pocket looks like and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I think it's definitely been better. It also helps that big emphasis on the quarterback room the past 2 weeks has been stepping up. So if you look at the first week of fall camp, a lot of us were fading or drifting, which wasn't helping the O-line. So we've done a good job of stepping up, and the O-line's done a good job of setting the pocket for us.
You mentioned about the receiver room. Can you tell us about 83 and kind of what he's brought?
I bet you can see speed, a lot of speed. But I definitely thought, like, his first week here, I was like, oh, he's a speed guy, not going to be much of a route runner, but the more since he's been here, he's developing routes, and he's getting open on not just go balls and deep throws, but the short routes too.
See the all gold here. Is this a sneak peek maybe for this season?
I don't know. I just walked to my locker, and this was sitting in there, so I put it on.
Coach said that he almost seems like he's been here a couple of years with his ability to kind of understand and grasp concepts and stuff. What about that has impressed you?
Yeah, I think it's just he wants to learn. You don't see that with a lot of young guys coming in. They just want to be on the field, but they don't want to do the extra stuff to get on the field, and he definitely does all the extra stuff.
I believe that game at NBA that you were with Grayson and Leighton last year was against CPA. What did you think of London when you watched him?
Yeah, same thing. Speed. I think I actually heard the week before. I think he returned the opening kickoff, and I was like, well, I want to go see him. So we went over there and watched him. Electric. So it was good to see it out of high school, and I was like, well, we're gonna have to develop him into, and we've definitely done a good job developing him.
How confident are you sitting in the pocket behind the offensive line this year?
Very confident. Like I said, they've done a great job setting the pocket and letting me step into my throws, and the receivers are getting open, so it's all clicking together right now.
A year ago, you're splitting reps with Mike Wright in practice, and it's kind of a runner. Quarterbacks here have more similar skill sets. Does that make it a little bit easier to know what you need to do when everybody needs to do, given that it's not splitting between guys that do what you do well and maybe do what Mike did well?
I feel like it's the same. A lot of the stuff from last year is still installed in this year. We just don't run some of the, obviously quarterback run stuff because I don't have a problem with saying Mike's a lot faster than me. So, we ran a lot of triple option stuff last year between the quarterback and running back. Well, now our triple option stuff kind of comes into quarterback, running back, and receiver, so that we just kind of turn it into a pass play with it.